Breaking news: Tinubu is the legitimate president. The Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) has said it was wrong to refer to President Bola Tinubu as an illegitimate president, since no court has set aside his declaration by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). The body of lawyers submitted that as of today, there is only one president and commander-in-chief of armed forces in the person of President Bola Tinubu. The president of the NBA, Yakubu, made the assertion yesterday at a public presentation of the communique issued at the 63rd Annual Grand Conference of the association held in Abuja. The NBA president, who was fielding questions from journalists at the event, dismissed insinuations by some lawyers that Tinubu remains an illegal and unconditional president by the virtue of the election petitions challenging his legitimacy. On why the NBA invited to declare the conference open in the view of pending litigations against his victory at the polls, Makia said that there is a provision of the Evidence Act which says that if a declaration made by the public officer that the declaration is deemed to be right and everything is needed to be done for that thing to happen has been done, then there is nowhere you will find any law that says because an election is being challenged, the person whose election is being challenged is holding an illegal or unconstitutional office. That is wrong. As lawyers, we have the responsibility to direct the people and not to mislead them. And let me tell you, we are very influential by the reason of the position we hold, because the people of this country are expecting us to guard them on the provisions of the law. That is why a professor of medicine, if he has an issue with a contract, he loses for a lawyer. He may be 1 year at the bar, but because it is the lawyer that knows where the breach happened and how to provide remedy. So those that are saying, oh, Tinubu is an illegitimate president, Tinubu is not the legitimate president, as long as Tinubu, was declared the winner by INEC, there is no way people can question his legitimacy. Just because some group of opposition parties, challenge his victory, and then people are now insinuating that Tinubu is an illegitimate president. No, Tinubu's declaration as the president was a legit one, and the process was quite legit. But you see, other oppositions are saying no, Tinubu is not the rightful winner of the election, oh, that Tinubu should be unseated, or in fact, Tinubu must be unseated. So they are challenging Tinubu's victory before the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. And they are even seeking, for his nullification. They are seeking for the nullification of Tinubu's election. They are saying this man who has been involved in a drug trafficking related case, who made a forfeiture, then as such, this man has no basis to contest for Nigeria's presidency. He shouldn't have contested in the first place. How can they give, a criminal power, someone that was convicted, or someone that was accused, someone that made a criminal forfeiture? So as it stands now, Tinubu shouldn't have even, partake in the elections, because he wasn't qualified to partake in the 2023 general elections. So my country people, what are your thoughts on Tinubu's illegitimacy? Because Tinubu's legitimacy is being questioned by those in the country, even those out of the country. Nigerians in the diaspora, they are questioning Tinubu's legitimacy, because it seems that people have kicked against the election that brought about his victory. People have kicked against it. Now they said that all eyes is on the judiciary. Well, with all this going on, some people are already mounting billboards, which we all know have been removed by the APC-led government. They said that the billboards being mounted all eyes on the judiciary billboard that they are trying to blackmail the judiciary, that it is a pure blackmail. So they had to pull it down. They had to pull it down. But currently, everything lies at the hands of, the election petition tribunal, because a lot of people have this anxiety. We're already in September. So tensions are building up, anxiety are building up. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, other state governors, they are waiting the verdict of the tribunals. The tribunal handling the presidential, even the governorship and the National Assembly and the state National Assembly petitions, because not only that of the presidential election petition tribunal, we have that of the state, in which um, governorship candidates, they've all taken their issues to seek redress in the state's election petition tribunal courts, where they are filing different petitions on each other. We have that of the Lagos state, and other states that they currently have their matter in court. So with all this said and done, not only it's not only President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that awaits verdicts from the tribunal. Also, other state governors are anxiously awaiting, because the opposition parties had filed petitions against the victorious parties in their various states. In some states whereby we have the PDP winning the state, the Labour Party and the APC, they are building up petitions, filing cases against the winner of the governorship election in the state. And we have most tribunals which are sitting in Lagos. That of the Lagos is widely known. Badibo Roadsvival of the Labour Party and Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. We have that of the Sokoto, the Delta State, Kano, and 21 other states. As Abuja, they've all reserved their judgment after the parties concluded their hearings, and they adopted that's their final written address, in line with the practice direction for the election petitions issued by the President of the Court of Appeal. So my country people, all presidential candidates with their political parties, even the electorates, they are just, are anxiously waiting for the final judgment. And we know that these panels, those in charge of delivering judgments, are expected to deliver this judgment before September 15th. That will make it the complete 180 days after the filings of the petition by the aggrieved candidate and their various political parties. So my country people, I'm dropping here. What are your thoughts on this? Guys, kindly share your thoughts concerning this in the comment section.